us see April9 Indian Express news article. First article is related to retaining policy rates. RBI cuts growth up inflation estimate. Okay, Monetary Policy Committee of RBI Friday decided anonymously to leave the key policy rate unchanged and to remain accommodative, but will start focusing on withdrawing this stance to rein in inflation while supportive growth. Repo rate, that rate at which the bank lends to RBI, remains at 4%. Standing deposit facility, a new tool. RBI introduced the standing deposit facility, a new tool for observing the liquidity at an interest rate of 3.75%, making reverse repo almost irrelevant. Standing deposit facility will replace the fixed rate reverse repo as the floor of liquidity adjustment facility corridor. In the effect, RBI has set the stage for gradual rise in the policy rates later in the year and the process of slowly tightening the monetary policy. Okay, let us see that key terms related to this. Repo rate, what it is the interest rate at which the RBI charges when the commercial bank borrow money from it. Whereas reverse repo rate means is an interest rate that RBI pays commercial bank when they park their excess cash with the central bank. RBI borrows a part of this money at the fixed rate and some of it at variable rate. Okay. Under a new monetary policy, RBI announced the introduction of standing deposit facility as a basic tool to absorb surplus liquidity from banking system. Earlier, liquidity measures undertaken in the wake of pandemic combined with the liquidity injected through the various other operations of RBI have left excess liquidity in the system. When the liquidity is surplus, as it is now, the RBI absorbs the liquidity through the reverse repo facility. However, reverse repo window is a collateralized one. So when the bank park their money at that window, the RBI gives them securities in return to hold, but a given large amount of surplus liquidity, the RBI was running out of securities to offer. Therefore, government has introduced the standing deposit facility as a new collateralized window, non-collateralized window. So RBI can absorb the liquidity without offering securities now. So standing deposit facility has its origin in 2018 amendment to RBI Act based on Urjit Patel Committee's recommendation and allows RBI to absorb the liquidity from the commercial bank without giving any collateral in return. STF rate will be new floor rate for a liquidity adjustment facility corridor, replacing the fixed rate reverse repo. Liquidity adjustment facility is a monetary policy tool that allows the bank to borrow money through the repurchase agreements or repos. All liquidity adjustment facility participants will be eligible to participate in standing deposit facility scheme. Okay, next article that we are moving into is related to all above 18 can pay and get third vaccine dose from tomorrow. Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare announced on Friday that precautionary third dose of COVID-19 vaccines would be available for all those aged above 18 years who have completed 9 months after their second dose on payment at private vaccination centers from April 10. All those who are more than 18 years of age have completed 9 months after the administration of second dose would be eligible for the precaution dose. This facility will be available. Okay. Next article is writing on wall, central bank shift stance. Liquidity adjustment facility is a tool used in the monetary policy that allows the bank to borrow money from the RBI. Allows the banks to borrow money from the RBI through repurchase agreement, that is repo, or to lend the funds to the RBI through reverse repo agreement. Okay, next article that we are moving into is related to nod for supply of fortified rice across government scheme. Okay, FSSAI defines a fortification as deliberately increasing the content of essential micronutrients in the food so as to improve the nutritional quality of the food and to provide the public health benefits with minimal risk to health. In other words, rice fortification is a process of adding micronutrients to regular rice. Micronutrients are added keeping in mind dietary requirements. Okay, Union Cabinet on Friday approved the supply of fortified rice through targeted PDS. Under National Food Security Act, Integrated Child Development Services, Pradhan Mantri Poshan Shakti Nirman PM Poshan, erstwhile midday meal scheme, and other welfare schemes of central and state government by 2024 in 3 phases. Let us see in detail about this article. What this article talks about means Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs approves the distribution of fortified rice across the government schemes. Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs approved the supply of fortified rice in government-run food schemes by 2024 in a phased manner with the aim to combat the nutrient deficiency in all states and union territories. Supply of fortified rice through targeted PDS will be done under National Food Security Act, Integrated Child Development Service, PM Portion and other welfare scheme. The entire cost of rice fortification would be borne by center. The three phases are envisaged for full implementation. Phase 1 covering ICDS and PM Posan in India all over by March 2022, which is under implementation. Phase 2 Phase 1 above plus TP targeted PDS and OWS in all aspirational and high burden district on strengthening by March 2023. Okay, 290 total 291 district. Phase 3 in phase 2 above plus covering remaining district of the country by March 2024. Rice fortification is a process of adding the micronutrients, commonly iron, vitamin B12 and folic acid to regular rices to improve the dietary requirements. Benefits of rice fortification are provide nutritional boost to undernourished and vulnerable population, combat anemia and cost effective, help in pregnancy for growth of the baby. Extrusion technology. What is it? In India, rice is fortified through the extrusion technology. In this technology, milled rice is pulverized and mixed with a premix containing vitamins and minerals. Fortified rice kernels are produced from this mixture using an extruder machine. Fortified rice kernel is added to the traditional rice in ratio ranging from 1:50 and 1:200, resulting in fortified rice nearly identical to traditional rice in aroma, taste and texture. This is what all about this article. Next article that we are moving into is related to Supreme Court clears FCRA changes receiving foreign donation not absolutely right. Okay, what it is all about, let us see in detail. Parliament can stop the NGOs from receiving foreign funds, says Supreme Court. Supreme Court stated that no one has the fundamental or absolute right to receive foreign contribution while upholding amendments in Foreign Contribution Regulation Act 2010. Supreme Court also made the following observation: it is open to the sovereign democratic nation to completely prohibit the acceptance of foreign acceptance of foreign donation on the ground that it undermines the constitutional morality of the nation. Foreign contribution can be a material impact on the matters on socio-economic structure and polity of the country. Foreign aid can create the presence of foreign contributor and influences the policy of the country. Foreign contribution can influence the political ideology and should be at a minimum level. Earlier, Parliament amended the FCRA 2010 Act, which regulates the acceptance and utilization of foreign contribution by individuals and associations and the companies. Recent amendments in the FCRA include furnishing of Aadhaar by office bearers of NGOs mandatory for registration. All foreign contributions are to be received in the bank account opened with the SBI's main branch in New Delhi. Certain persons are prohibited to accept the foreign contribution, that is election candidates, editor or publisher of the newspaper, judges, government servants, a member of any legislature, political parties, among others. Okay, let us see some of the facts given here. Section 7 prohibits the transfer of any foreign contribution. Section 12A made it mandatory to produce Aadhaar card details of the office bearer, functionary, trust and identification documents for the purpose of seeking registration. Section 12(1)A Section 17 made it mandatory for the recipient to open FCRA account and receive foreign contribution only at the New Delhi main branch of SBI. The influence may manifest in different ways, including destabilizing social order within the country. Such being expanse of such foreign contribution coupled with the tenet of constitutional morality of the nation. This is what this article is all about. Next article, let us see in this newspaper is all about how Colombo lost the plot. Okay. Rajapaksa have badly handled the Sri Lanka's twin crisis of unsustainable commercial debt and acute balance of payment shortfalls. Later was brought on Easter Sunday bombing and the COVID-19 pandemic, which together hammered foreign exchange earnings. First, there was a decision to ban fertilizer imports and switch overnight to organic farming. The decision was reversed after sustained farmers' protest, but not before damage had already been done to crop yields. Then precious foreign exchange was wasted in propping up the rupee while imposing controls on key key imports that leads to shortage of price rise. Government refused to seek IMF assistance. Rajapaksa's electoral success stems from their uncompromising commitment to defending Sinhala Buddhist nationalism against domestic and international pressure. Mahindra Rajapaksa channeled the population rage at the indignity of having to negotiate with the Tamils and of dire threats to talks posed to national security. Mahinda expanded the military and launched a full frontal military offensive that ended with LTTE, total defeats and destructions in May 2009. Let us continue in the next video. Thank you. If you like the video, please do share, comment, like and subscribe. Thank you.